After a 2-year wait, Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3 debuts with surprising Rotten Tomatoes audience score.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
but we do have to have a caveat because there was less than 50%, 50 people who voted
Yeah.
in this as far as
Okay.
audiences go, which makes me say people go out and talk this thing up because it's
Yeah.
not a bad show. It deserves a higher rating. And look at me being bossy. But
That's not bossy. It's not
but
bossy.
Truth.
I just think it's unfair for a handful of people to poop on something, and
Exactly.
gets what taken that gets taken as what viewers actually think. When
Yeah.
I personally don't think that is reflective of
No.
what viewers actually think.
I feel like
Orville.
for a show that has literally just come out to have a bunch of people just show up and be like, "Brip, brip, brip," that was coordinated and that was done by people who are butthurt about it for some reason.
Right.
That's the internet,
I
guys.
disagree.
I mean, you're gonna get two
You
kinds of
disagree?
people. Not disagree. I'm just gonna
Why?
say that people come out either they're gonna love something or hate something right away. Very reactionary without any real actual thought behind it. Give it some time, it'll round out. But sites like Rotten Tomatoes are not reflective of the fan base as a populace
No.
because you're just getting the extremes.
Oh yeah,
Right.
no, exactly. With the Orville, they had, I think it was a 14% critics rating and then like a 90 something percent audience rating.
That sounds
And it
like Rotten
ended up-
Tomatoes.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
thank
but
you,
I-
War Dog Heim.
But the
War Dog
War Dog
time.
did a super chat. But the critics rating
Thank you,
is really
War Dog.
good.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Exactly.
critics rating is really high.
Exactly.
Which
Yeah,
is
I
what
don't mean
cares
that
for
it's
the network.
I don't mean that it's review bombing necessarily, but I think the people who are most likely to leave a bad score are the ones who are going to show up immediately after they watch it the first couple of episodes and be like, whereas
my
the happy
gosh,
people
yes.
are like, "Whoa, that was so great, yay!" And they're
Let me
busy
watch
being
it
happy.
again.
Yeah, exactly. They're busy being happy.
So our buddy
I'm
War
gonna
Dog
watch
Heim
it again.
says, "I have missed you, everyone, even Ryan.
Yes.
Sweet.
Oh, that's
And
so
I really,
nice
really
that he
wish I
thought
was
of you.
coming to STLV, but the decision was made with the new knee in mind already, unfortunately.
fair.
But we're gonna miss you, War Dog. Thank you so much
We
for the
are.
super chat.
We
And
love you and your knee.
we need you to get better soon.
Yeah.
Next year, we're hugging you
That was good.
and the knee.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, I'll tell you why I disagree with this Rotten Tomatoes discussion. So here's my thinking. Um, before the episodes came out, I was seeing a lot of negativity. A lot of people that said, I watched the screeners and season 3 fails to impress, or season 3 a disappointment after the first 2, things like that, little titles like that. And I was surprised. Now I disagree with them strongly. I think it's great. I think it's fabulous. I loved episode 2. In fact, I said it in the 7th Rule review. I said this is quite possibly the most rewatchable Strange New Worlds episode to date, I believe. Episode after 22 episodes,
words.
because it was just like, it's easy to watch, it's fun, it's enjoyable, it's charming. I'm like, I could watch this one probably the most easily and the most often out of all of them so far. Which I was
I
surprised
would
to say
throw
because I'm not
Spock
into
a
that
monk
kind
in
of
there.
stuff. That
a
was the
pretty good
first
one,
one that I felt that way about. Yeah, that might be
Those
number
old
one. You're right.
scientists, guys.
That
And
was pretty
also-
good too.
I think
Yeah.
I'd rewatch that more than anything else in maybe all of the new generation of
Right.
Trek
Right.
because it's
But
that
then
good.
to
So
go
much
to
so
what
Space
Shar was
Rhapsody.
saying, I think that the stuff with Rotten Tomatoes is going to average out, because the thing with Rotten Tomatoes is
definitely.
it's not a rating. They don't give it a 7, or nobody gives it an 80%. Nobody gives it a 40%. They say yes or no. And so something could be like, right on the cusp of a yes. So like an average or a slightly above average kind of show, but most people are giving it a no, and it has a 30%, which make people think, oh, it's a terrible show or it's terrible this.
Yeah.
No, it's just, it's just kind of right in the middle. So it's very hard to get an accurate depiction of how good something is or even how good people think it is because you're not really getting an average.
Well, and I will reiterate, there's less than 50 people at the time of this posting that rated this on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Less than 50 people. But I'm just like, but why start out with such harsh negativity?
Yeah. Maybe that's how they feel.
Yeah, but I don't know. And I sometimes it feels like people just want to be for the sake of being arc, rather than actually watching things for what it is.
But
no offense to Arg Scott, by the way.
Let me ask you this then.
It's true, Melissa.
100%, yeah.
Then why did the first 2 seasons score higher than this 3rd season?
Well, it's been a day.
Yeah.
A day and a half.
It's been a day.
Yeah.
That's what I think is. That's what I think it is. I think it's just that the people that got it first and saw it first tend to be the people that take themselves really seriously because they do this for a living, right?
And
they do it for a living, so they want to be really tough. And I'll bet you, if I had to guess, I would say that these scores tend to go up as time goes on, because then you have the more casual people, the people that are like, hey, I'll watch it tomorrow. Everything's fine. Hey, this is pretty good. But the ones that are like, all right, I'm going to nitpick every single thing because I get paid $42,000 a year to, anyway, maybe I'm
but this is the critic score. The people who are the professionals gave it a higher score than the audience score.
Yeah, you're right. That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's. I think you're
digital trackdom right now.
Yeah, I think you're totally right, Melissa, and I think it's those people who are just waiting for the new show so they can hate it.
Yeah, it's been a while since they've been able to, and they're all pent up now. And so it's true. Now
like,
they don't have another hobby.
It's true. They haven't had a good hate watch in ages.
So you know
That's
what?
true.
The reaction is not a complete surprise because they've not moved on and found better things.
Right. They're
That's
like,
really sad
all
for
we've
them.
had in 2 years is Section 31, and everybody knew that was bad. That wasn't edgy to say it's bad. I want to say
no, it's not.
Bad.
So that's not. Yeah, it's not cool to say that.
Yeah.
Funny. So these people have been starved of their so-called lifeblood that makes them so happy by hating on the things that other people enjoy. They have nothing better to do than just to shit on things, and it's really sad. I mean,
they're German?
What?
Why
are you talking about the Germans, man? What did they do?
I'm not.
Thank you so much for watching this clip. You can find us every Friday night on Star Trek and Chill at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. See you then.